Thank you for having us here. Thank you for having confidence and knowing that Palau is COVID-free. And we welcome you to come to Palau. And it's been our diplomatic allies, Taiwan, the United States, and we're fortunate tonight to have the U.S. Ambassador to Palau with us. And part of the reason why, one of the main reasons why we are able to open this corridor is confidence of the people of Palau to accept foreign visitors from Taiwan is because we've been vaccinated. We began receiving vaccines at the beginning of January, and as when we left Palau, people that have received the first dose is already total of 50% of our population. First of all, just to give you an idea of how much it impacts Palau, 42% of our private sector employees have been laid off because we're so heavily dependent on tourism. And in fact, our national budget, to keep it balanced, we've had to borrow up to 40% of our budget to just keep us afloat. So it's a huge impact. We've had to borrow to survive, and that's why it's so important for us to get this bubble back on track. So there's two reasons. One is the economy, the other reason is health. By having more regular flights, as I mentioned before, our patients that come here for treatment for cancer, for heart disease, can come here more regularly and not wait every month for the flight that was been chartered for the past year. First of all, we're a very small country, and we believe that it's important to have friends and to be friends with everyone. And we don't have any enemies. We love everybody. But of course, we also believe that nobody should tell us we cannot be somebody else's friend. And I think a true friend is with you no matter what. And I think Taiwan and the Republic of China has always demonstrated the value of our partnership and our friendship. And they have been with us through thick and thin. And this pandemic is a demonstration of that, of how partners get together and solve problems. And we just, want to continue to strengthen that relationship and strengthen relationships with all our partners, because it's about finding solutions to global problems that we all face, whether it's the pandemic or climate change. And it's important that together, those of us that share the same values build on that and work together to solve these major problems that we face. When the number of tourists in Palau climbed to over 150,000, over 100,000 of them were coming from China. And that was a great boost to the economy. I got people excited, but it was kind of like a teaser. Next thing you know, we were banned and tourism dropped. And I said, if you're in a relationship, I use this example. You don't beat your wife to make them love you. That's not what you do. That's not or anyway, before they marry you, you're still courting them because you're not married yet, right? So you should, continue to build a relationship based on trust and really mutual benefits to both countries, and not be forced to do things because there's a political game that we're trying to play. We value the partnership. We value the friendship. We like having the tourists from China, and there's as far as trade, there's lots of trade that goes on between both countries, but it doesn't have to. You don't have to harass each other to try to push people in certain directions. I don't think that's the way we should be operating. It should be based on mutual trust and values. So I've been told that the opportunities, the sky is the limit. But we have to base our relationships on trust and what's happened in the past. And I think that's really where our commitment has been. We have a strong partner and friend that has been with us from the beginning. of our small republic, and we want to continue to strengthen that relationship, and nobody should tell us otherwise. I think that's the message that I'd like to share. And we welcome everybody to be our friend. First of all, I think the relationship with the developing with the carrot and stick approach is counterproductive, if I would say. So we have the carrots help in swaying people's opinion. And I think if we're all part of the international community, we should help each other, we should partner, and we should work together. But like I said, if you give me carrots, don't tell me that I cannot see that other person or I cannot talk to that other person. Because we all believe in peace and prosperity for everybody. And we should promote those. We shouldn't demand and saying, you don't follow us, then, you need to get rid of that friend. No, that's not acceptable. In fact, what we should be fighting for is what we've learned through the pandemic and the success that Taiwan has had, that should be shared with the world. And I think this is an opportunity where we together can share with the world the success that both countries have had with the pandemic, with the world. And that's why I want to be a part of the WHO. It should be part of the UN. So these things and these global challenges that we face and we share the same values with are brought to the forefront. So I would hope that we can continue to promote peace in the region and respect every country.